Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the show. We got an amazing little show lined up for you today with a bunch of beautiful Jackery power stations. You probably see that table behind me. You probably also see the TV playing some beautiful videos from Jackery that they've actually presented me with. Now, guys, we do have a really great show set up for you today, but a bunch of great deals as well. Now, you guys are going to see some very, very cool exclusive deals in the carousel for you guys. You guys just click, of course, claim those deals, and you guys can actually see those pop up and happen for you. Now, we have, like I said, a bunch of preloaded deals that are going to be just smoking discount codes for you. But we also have a bunch of other amazing pieces as well with that. Now, guys, you're going to notice that we have rotating banners down there as well. That one banner is going to be a whole bunch of different products at crazy, crazy prices. 1 second, do not know where that cough came from, but hey, it happened. Now, you're also going to notice the new banner down below. That very long banner down below is rotating. It's going to show you guys 7% off discount for like $2,000 purchases. It's also going to show you guys a 5% discount code for $1,500 purchases as well. It's also going to tell you guys beautifully well, if you guys just of course click and follow, you guys will see exclusive deals and surprises throughout all of these shows that we are having. Now, you're going to also notice that I do have that banner a little bit set weird, and I'm going to actually kind of fix that while we go live. Now, we have all these cool products, of course. Like I said, guys, we have the 1000 V2s, we got some 2000 V2s, and some beautifully other products. We're going to start the show off with the 1000 V2, and it's going to be perfect for everybody. And we do have something for everybody, guys. It doesn't matter if you're just a beginner solar power person or a beginner, prepper, or to the person that's used these quite a bit. We have a little bit of something for everybody. Now, we do know that some of these bigger stations may be a little bit daunting to start off with. That's why we have some of the smaller ones to show you as well. We're going to start off with the 1000 V2. It's 1,070 watt hours of power in lithium LiFePO 4-cell systems. Now, with that, we're going to actually hop over to the table, and we're going to show you guys this beautiful stack down here. Now, what I'm going to do is we're going to move over to the actual one right there in the corner that we are using today. Now, I am using this station, of course, right now to power up some camera gear. It's also powering up a light piece off a USB-C cable. That is the 1000 V2. Now, you're going to hear me see V2 a couple different times tonight. All that just means is version 2. There was an original version of this product, and Jackery was like, well, you know what? We can make it better. So they did. And that's what you guys are going to see. Now, the 1,070 watt hours of power is actually a good amount of power that can be, of course, charged, ran, and done at a great time of deal. Now, how quick could you charge one of these products? Well, 2-hour standard charging time is their fast charging system for that. So now what that means is, guys, you have 1,070 watt hours of power ready in under 2 hours on a wall plug. So that means you're charging it inside your house, you're charging it off, your wall plug in your motorhome, or vice versa with that. Now, with that being said, though, inside the app, and it does have app access or app control, you guys can switch it over and it will actually charge at a 1-hour charge time. That is meant for emergency situations for that, of course. Now with it, you're going to have a bunch of different connector pieces or connections or ports that you guys can use. First and foremost, you're going to have that flashlight that does, of course, 3 different modes. Low light, high light, or SOS pattern. You're going to have the digital display in the middle, and then on the opposite side, you're going to have a 12-volt 10-amp DC plug. Now, that 12-volt 10-amp DC plug can be used for a variation of different things. Whether you have another USB-C adapter that plugs in through that like you would in your car, or you guys still use the old school air mattresses or other devices or fuzz dusters, little vacuums, that would be great for that option. Below that, you're going to have 3 more DC plugs. You're going to have a USB-C port, that's a 30-watt port. You're going to have a 100-watt USB-C port below that, and then an 18-watt USB-A port below that as well. And you guys can see I'm using the 30-watt port tonight because I don't need a lot of power. I'm probably pulling about 3 to 4 watts of power through that plug tonight, so I just don't need the 100-watt port. Opposite side of this device, you're going to have 3 AC outlets or your standard American plug devices. Those AC outlets are actually going to allow you to run at 1500 watts of clean, pure sine wave. That means no spikes, no peaks, nothing that's going to worry or damage your electronics, which is great that they did that. Now, they also made it so you guys can go to 3000 watts with a little bit of a sine wave. Now, it's not like, big peaky mountains that's going to send or damage your electronics. It's just a little bit of a roller coaster. You don't have to worry about it. But you guys could go over that 1500 watts and run other devices. Now, you guys could also charge it off solar panels. If you guys had, let's say, two of the 200 watt solar panels, you're going to have about a 2.5 hour to 3 hour charge time. Now, that's actually a decent charge time with that in max sun setting. Now, if you guys don't have max sun, then it's going to take a little bit longer than that, but you guys will know or do the math with this. What could you run off the 1000 V2? From space heaters to window ACs to movie projectors to drones, maybe Bluetooth speakers, your personal computers, to even your kitchen stove or your house refrigerator. You have those options for this. Now, depending on what device you're running, it will vary what you can actually do off of this. Now, whether it be, let's say, your cell phone for about 60 charges, your drone about 20 charges, your laptop about 14 charges off, let's say, a 60-watt laptop, okay? Maybe an 80-watt laptop. If you want to, though, you guys can do a standard Starlink for a little over 10 hours. Starlink Mini, approximately about 29 hours of runtime with this. 12 hours with a heated blanket if you really wanted to, or take it inside and use it on a mini fridge for 14 hours at your kid's college. Now, if you want to, like the big flat screen TV, about 10 hours of runtime with that. My portable chargers. So now, guys, you also have other options. You could use, like, let's say, orbital sanders. You guys could also use, rice cookers, crock pots. If you want to do, let's say, a tea kettle, you have about an hour runtime with that. The capacity of this is actually really, really well done. And it does do very, very awesome for this device. The size ratio or weight for this is about 24 pounds. 24 pounds makes this actually quite portable. I mean, it's not the heaviest one in the market of the Jackery style. It's also not one of their lightest, but it's in a range that most people should be able to carry it around without a problem, which means you guys can move it from, let's say, your motorhome to your house to your campsite, maybe your house to your car, whatever you really need to, maybe even to the shed or the garage to run some power tools. You have the variations of that. Now, price point on that one's going to be about, I think it's $4.99. It's like 38% off. I want to say there was discount. Fernando, do we have discounts for these today? I don't have the discounts listed in front of me. Why do I not have that? I know there was discounts. I will actually have Fernando post discounts in chat, guys, for you. And that's just, I forgot to have them in front of me. So now with it, of course, you guys have a bunch of amazing products that can be done with the 1000 V2. And that's just the way it's going to work with this. It's a great product for you. Phenomenal little piece. Now, not just can you get it as a package deal by itself as the 1000 V2. You guys can also get the 1000 V2 with the solar panel package. Now, the solar panel package with this, of course, is going to be like the 200 watt solar panel. Now, it's going to cost you a little bit more for this package deal, but not a bad price point at all. I mean, 23% savings, about $999. With that, of course, on hand, I love this usage. Now, guys, give me 1 second. Now, of course, with the solar panel, you guys are halfway there. If you had a second 200 watt panel, you'd have that 2.5 to 3 hour charge time, which is great. To have, the 1000 V2 by itself or come with the solar panel, I'm going to always tell you guys, pick it up with the solar panel. The solar panel is always a great option for those of you that haven't or never used one. It means you guys can take you camping. You don't have to use your electric your wall socket to charge it, which is great. And then you don't have to rush around trying to find a solar panel to use it in those times. Now remember, power station, if you guys are using these for like, emergencies and stuff, you have to keep them charged beforehand. And if you run out of charge and your power's still out, you can't recharge it. So having a solar panel will help you solve that issue of not being able to charge it. And that's just the variations with this. So great little options for it by itself or with, of course, the 200-watt panel. They got you covered with that. Now, if you want to step up and go to a little bit larger of a station, we have its big brother right next door. Now, the big brother, of course, is the 2000 V2. Now, the 2000 V2, of course, is another phenomenal product that's going to work well for you guys. Now, with this range, you're going to have a step up in size. It's going to be, of course, a little bit of step up in weight, but that means you have a bigger battery. With the battery capacity, you can run stuff longer. Now, what's cool about this variation is it's the same charge time as the 1000 V2. You do not have to worry about, that long charge rate. 2-hour standard fast charging. Inside the app, it's got, of course, that quick charge mode. The app, of course, on this one, I can actually kind of show you guys how a little bit of the app works with this. So let me pull the app up and I can kind of turn on the flashlight. So if you guys want to see a flashlight, the flashlight comes on by the app. I can also go a little bit brighter with that. I can also do SOS patterns if I need to. If I want to see the digital screen, you guys can actually see the digital screen pop up. And that's all done from my phone, which is actually kind of cool. Bluetooth and Wi-Fi accessible with this device. So you guys have the different ranges of connectability with this. You guys can also go inside the app and turn on that emergency charge rate to get it to charge a quicker rate time. Now, 2,042 watt hours of power on this one compared to the 1,070. So there's your jump up in battery capacity. Your weight's difference is about 39 pounds with this. So yeah, it's going to weigh a little bit more. This is going to be for everybody to carry around or take from place to place, but could be if you really needed to. Now, the weight definitely is actually cut down on this one compared to like some of the original 2000s. And that's because they created what's called cell-to-body technology. The cell-to-body technology means it's actually designed like a cell, just like you would expect on a beehive. Those cells are like honeycomb shaped. It's got a round circle in the middle, and that is where the battery goes. That battery is then, of course, set into this. And that means the housing is smaller, the weight ratio is smaller, the time to actually put it together is less, so the turnaround time on these products are actually quicker. With the device, you still have, of course, that 12-volt 10-amp cigarette lighter plug. You have the two USB-C ports, the 30-watt port, the 100-watt port. You have the 18-watt USB-A port down below. You have the 3 AC outlets. Now, those 3 AC outlets are going to be, of course, 2,200 watts of pure sine wave power. So that's where you also jumped up from the 1,500 watts. Now, because it's 2,200 watts of clean sine wave power, you can go above that with about 4,400. Hello, how are you doing? Welcome to the show. Now, at 4,400, that means you guys can do like 1,150 watt window AC on this, no problem. You guys can, of course, plug in other devices. Your charge time, 2-hour standard fast charging. When you switch it over to emergency charge rate, you're going to have, of course, that 1-hour charge rate. With that 1-hour charge rate, it's going to be phenomenally quick, but it's meant for emergency situations. You know a natural disaster is coming, and like maybe tornado warnings, or maybe a flash flood, or maybe you guys know high winds are coming. You need to charge it in a hurry. We'll switch it over and get that 1-hour charge rate. Now, don't always do that because you'll actually, wear down the battery a little bit quicker than you normally need to with that. Now, the variations, though, on this is what you could run with it, how long you can run these devices. Now, you technically run, let's say, a 200-watt desktop PC for about 12 hours off of this. 1,150-watt window AC or 10,000 BTU window AC can run anywhere from a little over an hour and a half to maybe 2.5 hours with that. What's up, Phil? How you doing, buddy? Thanks for posting that, Fernando. I could not find those. I don't know. I misplaced the codes. I appreciate you posting that. Now, like I said, we do have some special codes for you guys tonight. If Phil is going to be hanging around, I might have him share these every so often with you guys for that. So just want you to have and check them out. Now, like I said, 2000 V2, phenomenal product. High range of usability or connectability. High range of devices that can be ran off of this. And that's actually another really cool idea with this. So you guys can actually pick and choose how you want to do this. Now, ranging from, let's say, coffee makers, if you guys want to do refrigerators, crock pots, rice cookers, movie projectors. With the amount of power that this has, you guys have a wide range of things you can do. A 100-watt movie projector could probably go about 19 hours without a problem. I love that idea that you guys can run a movie projector for about 19 hours with this. And to be able to run a movie projector at that is crazily very phenomenal. And I kind of like the way that works with this. Now, we're going to go into what else could you use this for. Let's say you're on a job site. You need to vacuum up the mess that you made. Plug in a shop vac and run it for about 2.5 hours if you really need to. Most of you will probably have that mess cleaned up in under that 2.5 hours. You're on the job site. You have solar panels with you. Allow it to recharge during the day while you're using it. Maybe you guys are charging the drill batteries off of it. That's really your range. You guys need to finish your dinner, plug the microwave in, and use the microwave if you have to. About a little over an hour and a half of runtime with that microwave, and you are good to go. Now, you could do tree trimmers. You could do water pumps. You guys could do portable ovens. You guys could do portable fridges. You guys could do, of course, let's say, a 100-watt mini fridge for about 17 hours, truly, if you needed to. A 150-watt water pump, a little over 11 and a half hours. Gonna say, the ranges will vary depending on what you really need to connect, use, or have used off of it. By itself, it is a crazy price point. It's like $7.99 tonight, I think, is our final price if you use the code. Now, to use the code, you will actually have to input the code on the page to get that code for it. But it's a great price point. So if you guys need to, $7.99 is what you're going to get it at. It's like $8.99 normal tonight, but after the code we have for you, use it, get it. Now, if you guys need and you want something a little bit more, well, then you have the 2000 V2 with solar panel package. Now, the solar panel package is another little great idea with this. And I kind of like that the solar panel package. The solar panel package with this, of course, is phenomenal. I love it. You're going to get 2 of the 200-watt solar panels. You're going to get the station. Normal price is like $2,500. It's $14.99. At $14.99, it is a phenomenally great price point. I like it. With those 2 solar panels, you're going to have approximately about a 5-hour charge time. If you up those solar panels and went a little bit bigger, guys, you could probably get it charged in about 2 hours if you want to. And that's the great idea with this. Now, you still have the great power station that we just talked about. You're also going to have the phenomenal charge time, but you're having the accessibility of fully waterproof, water-resistant solar panels that you guys can travel with. The solar panels with the 200s are foldable. They can go into the carrying case, and they can be taken with you. I love it. Jackery did some great stuff when they did that, of course, with this. Any questions about the 1000 V2 or the 2000 V2, guys? Please ask. We are definitely here to answer. Fernando, thank you for posting those. Like I said, I didn't know where they were at. I misplaced them. I thought I copied and saved them. Now, I don't see any questions about the 2000 V2 or the 2000 V2 with solar panel package. So we're going to move on. Now, remember, you guys can actually get the 2000 V2, I think, with the 2 solar panels for like $12.99, I think it is. And that's a crazy price point. Really, really great price point. Rotating banner will tell you so. Let's see here. We're going to move back over to the big thing. We're going to actually move on. We're going to talk about a larger power station. We're going to talk about the 3000 Pro package. Now, 3000 Pro is one of their larger standalone systems. Now, yes, they did come out with a new 3000. It's kind of like the 3000 V2 is what I want to call it. Don't have that yet. It's not ready over here on the Amazon side. So if you're looking for that, it is out there. But we're going to talk about the 3000 Pro. Now, the 3000 Pro is a crazily beautiful, and I mean it, beautiful piece. Now, you guys can actually get this power station for approximately $1,800 if you guys use the discount code that we have for you guys. Now, with that, if we come down here and we actually bounce around on the table, you're going to see those very large power stations. We're talking about that one right there, the one in the shadowy dark spot. I'm not sure why the shadowy dark spot, but it is there. Now, with this, you guys are going to have over 3,024 watt hours of power in a 64-pound package. Now, yes, it weighs a little bit. I don't want you guys to be scared of that weight because, I mean, it is a little bit heavier. But they did something really cool with that. They added these large wheels on the side so you guys can roll it around. They're nice, large, hard style wheels with polyurethane, and they make moving it around very easily. Another cool part is the aluminum telescopic handle that goes into the back of the housing. Now, that handle will actually allow you to leverage it, tip it, and roll it without having to put a lot of weight into it. That means a lot of different people can actually roll this device around without a problem. Your charge time on this device is going to be a little over 2.5. I think it's 2.5 hours on a wall plug for this, which is not bad. 2.5 hours is a quick charge time for 3,024 watt hours of power. If you had, let's say, 6 of those 200 watt solar panels, 3.5 hour charge time would be your charge time with this. Here's where it's going to get cool, because this one does a little bit more than some of these others don't do. It's got 5 AC outlets on it. Now, these 5 AC outlets are going to do 3,000 watts of pure sine wave power through those AC outlets. 4 of those are your standard 3-prong AC outlets. Your 5th one up there is going to be a NEMA style plug. Now, that NEMA style plug is, of course, going to allow you to connect up in different ways as well. You still have that 12 volt 10 amp cigarette lighter plug, but this time it's hidden under the little cover. You're going to have 2 USB-A ports at 18 watts. You're going to have 2 USB-C ports at 100 watts. Now, with that, that's actually a great charging capability of a lot of different ports. The ranging of devices on this one do range a little bit more with that because, let's be honest, you have that higher peak range of the wattage. Now, that means you guys could run, let's say, a 520 watt refrigerator for about 5 hours. You guys could also do 1150 watt window AC for a little over 2.5 to 3 hours or more. Depends on the level you have your AC set on. If you have your AC set on about 70, 72, it's going to run for a longer period of time. It doesn't take as much power. That TV in the background can be ran for about 35 hours if you truly needed to. You guys could also do, let's say, a MIG welder. If you want to do a welder, a little over an hour. You guys could do a table saw, hand saws, table planers. You guys could do 101 cell phone chargers. You could even do about 70 drone batteries if you needed to. 21 hours with the movie projector, 220 hours with the flashlight, well, about a 3 watt to 5 watt light bulb, or about 15 hours with the mini cooler if you truly needed that. They have you covered. 2.5 hours with the microwave or more, depending on the size of your microwave. Now, it is a beautiful little piece. It is a silent running device as well. Most of the noise you're going to hear from the 3000 Pro is going to be from the cooling fans or the switches that switch on or off for you. Now, when that switch switches on, that's all you're going to hear is the audible click, and it's now on. Now, with it, it's a phenomenally well done product. It does have 2 large orange handles on the side, so if you guys have to lift it up, set it down, they still have the handles. I do recommend team lifting if you need to, or if you guys can lift up that weight without a problem, go ahead and do so. I do it all the time, putting it on these tables, and of course, I'll have to take them back down at the end of this show tonight and put them away. Now, with it, guys, it's an amazing piece. You got, of course, this device and 2 solar panels in that kit. It's a great price point. At $17.99, you are not losing out whatsoever, and it's going to do well for you. Now, ignore the bright red eye. I have allergies, and the allergies have inflamed my eye tonight. Now, because we showed you guys larger stations, and we'll show you guys some more larger stations, we're going to talk about smaller ones. We're going to talk about the original 300. Now, the original 300 is a 7-pound power station. At 7 pounds, this is a phenomenally well done product. If you need something of this magnitude or size, you can actually get this for $159 tonight. At the $159 price tag, you have to use that discount code that we have set up for you. And that code is definitely well done for you. Now with this 7-pound package, 293 watt hours of power that can be fully charged in 3.5 hours on a wall plug. Not a bad charge time. Now with it, you guys can actually see how easy it is. I can sit here and do arm curls with it if I really wanted to do arm curls. I could use it as a weight. Do I recommend that? It's up to you guys. Still has a 12-volt 10-amp cigarette lighter plug hidden under this little rubber cork. 2 AC outlets. These AC outlets are actually going to do 300 watts pure sine wave power, right? 300 watts. If you want to max it, guys, 500 is your max on this. It's not 6, it's 5. You have 2 USB-A ports and a USB-C port on this device. The USB-C port is a bi-directional port. It's a 60 watt port. If you use the wall plug and charge it with, of course, in conjoint of the USB-C, you guys can have a 2-hour charge time. 2-hour charge time is actually a great charge time with that. And that's the cool part with this. So, amazing option with this, of course. What code did you post, buddy? Where'd you get that code, my guy? I want to know where you got that code. Because my code, you can get it for $159, my guy. Nope. Use our code, the code I posted. $159, you're going to save a little bit more. We have exclusive codes for tonight, Phil. There are some exclusive codes just for this show. So, exclusive codes. Phil, if you check out over on the Jackery side, you'll see the exclusive codes. What could you run off of the 300? 40 hours with, of course, a Nintendo Switch if you really wanted to. You guys could do 4.5 hours with the TV. You guys could do, about 3.5 to 4 hours with the heated blanket. It's up to you what you guys want to run with this. And that's the cool part about it. It's the portability of it being 7 pounds is where it's truly at. Now, if you want to charge it on a cigarette car lighter, go ahead and do so. It will allow you to charge it in a car. If you guys want to use solar panels, go ahead and do so as well. It's a crazily great idea with this. And I love that option of, hey, we can do that. We have it. Now, it's amazing things. Let's go there. You have the device. It works phenomenally well, and it's going to do so much more. If you guys want to charge it on a wall outlet, guys, 3.5 hours is your charge time. Cigarette car lighter, a little over 3.5 hours. 100-watt solar panel, 4.5 hours. You see where I'm going with this. 5 drone batteries, 15 camera batteries, several cell phone batteries, approximately 12 of those. You have the range and the capability of doing so by itself. Now, if you want to, though, you guys can get it as a package deal with the 100-watt solar panel. 100-watt solar panel, guys. This is a package deal right here. Now, with the 100-watt solar panel, you're getting a great little object. You're going to get it, of course, I think it's like $427 for that if you want to. And that's the cool idea. So combining it with the solar panel, making it a package deal, it's very portable. This is still probably under 20 pounds, no problem. I mean, this is less than 10 pounds. Let's just go there. 7 pounds with this. It's an amazing idea. So very cool. Now, what I'm going to mention, guys, we have 2 more discount codes that you guys are seeing rotating. If you purchase anything over $1,500, you guys can get 5% off. If you guys purchase anything over $2,000, you guys can get 7% off of that purchase with, of course, our discount codes on that. So if you guys want to do that, go ahead and do so. Save yourself a few bucks. That's our gift for you guys. So 300 with the 100-watt panel, beautiful little piece. Amazing little power stations, great little options. Now, we also have another beautiful little mini power station, and of course, I'm slightly running behind because, that's what I kind of do sometimes. The 240. Now, the 240 is another great little one. This only weighs 8 pounds, but it's a different style. It has a handle that folds up. It's got a flashlight. It's still got the 12-watt, of course, 12-watt, 10-volt plug. The flashlight, 2 modes, standard brightness, or, of course, if you want to, SOS pattern. Digital display and app control now. So you have app control with this. You have the AC outlet that does 300 watts pure sine wave power. Can peak at 600 on this one compared to the 500 on the original 300. Now, USB-C port, 100 watt bidirectional port. USB-C port, 15 watts. USB-A port, 15 watts. Now, the variation of this is going to be your charge time. This is under 2 hours standard quick charging because it uses a 3-prong wall plug. That's amazingly well set up for you. Now, could you charge it off a solar panel? Sure, you guys could definitely charge it off a solar panel. If you guys use let's say the 100-watt solar panel, about 3 hours charge time with that. If you guys use, let's say, the Mini 40, it's going to be about 7.5 hours. Now, if you use just the USB-C port that's on the front, 2-hour charge time. And that's where it's going to kind of vary. So you guys can charge it in 1 hour charge rate with emergency supercharge rate and Charge Shield 2.0 inside the app if you needed to. 12 cell phone batteries, 3 laptop charges, 4 drone batteries, 16 hours with a Bluetooth speaker if you really needed to. This is going to do it all, and it's going to do it all well. It's a capability of the 8 pounds that's going to allow you to carry it around. Let's say you guys want to do your house Wi-Fi modem or router. About 14 hours of runtime. 20 hours with a 5-watt LED bulb. 4 hours with that TV. You guys have the variations. It's really hot. Why not plug your house fan in for 4 to 5 hours? You could do that with the tower fan, the oscillating tower fans. The 240 V2 or version 2 of the 240 is an amazing little option. Now, at that price point, you're getting a great deal. And honestly, it's a really, really amazing little product at $249. But you guys, I don't want to think that there's a price difference on this and you guys can get it for I think it's $179 or something like that. I cannot remember the actual price point for that. I will actually have Phil check that out for me. Hey, Richard, what's up? How are you? Guys, so it looks like I'm actually missing chat, so I do apologize for everybody with that. Will the small one power a blow dryer? No, it will not. So your blow dryers are approximately a little over 1,200 to 1,500 plus watts. So these little ones will not do one of those. Will this power a refrigerator? Not the smaller ones, no. Your fuller size refrigerator you could do with the 1000 V2, a 2000 V2 Zeke. You can also do it with the 3000s, the 2000 plus, even the 5000 with those. Yeah, I agree, Richard. The 3000 plus definitely is a nice little step up with that. Will it power a refrigerator? These smaller ones will power mini refrigerators. It's not going to power a large one with that at all. So yeah, no problem. So guys, my chat did freeze. So just a second ago, all of your comments just flooded chat. So I do apologize if I missed those comments with that. I definitely did not mean to miss your guys' comments. It looks like Amazon had a slight glitch. Didn't give me all of that. Yeah, so yeah, definitely I would go with the 1000 V2. We actually have it on sale for the fridge. It's really going to depend on how long you want that fridge to run for. Now, for the person asking about the curling iron or the blow dryer, the 1000 V2 can definitely do it. It's not going to give you a long run time. If you want something that's going to run a blow dryer for a longer period of time, I'm going to say probably the 2000 V2 would be your best bet with that. So that's going to be your variation with that because of the hair dryer power. I mean, the hair dryers usually Most hair dryers are about 1,500 to 1,700 watts of power, and that's your variation with that. So those do pull a lot of power. It's kind of crazy that, you know, your standard double door refrigerator is only about 520 watts, as where your hair dryer is 1,700 watts. Yeah, I agree. The 1000 V2 is an amazing little product for the size and the weight. So, I mean, at 24 pounds, it's very portable for most people. Even, you know, I'm not going to be mean, but, you know, like grandma could still carry it. Even your younger kids could help carry it. I mean, I'm not going to say your little 3-year-old's going to carry 24 pounds, but your 12-year-old could definitely help you carry it without a problem. I've seen them carry bicycles. I'm just saying. So, yeah, it's an amazing product. Now, 240 V2 is also a really great option by itself at a great price point. Pair it up with like the Mini 40 solar panel, which this is only 11 pounds total weight, guys. So these two pieces are 11 pounds. 7.5 hour charge time with this device and the solar panel. This solar panel is still fully waterproof, water resistant. So you guys can take it outside, take it camping, and all of that other cool stuff. And it does fold out rather large, which is kind of cool. We will definitely get into this a little bit more with you. So you have the options, 240 V2 by itself, or get it with the Mini 40 solar panel. I think the Mini 40 solar panel is kind of, the package deal is like $349. There might be a discount code for that as well. I don't actually have that sitting in front of me. I will actually have Phil check that out. Phil, can you check out that code for me? Now, we had Zeke talking about, I believe Zeke brought up the 300 plus. Now, we have the 300 plus up next, which is another great option for you. It is identical housing, pretty much identical weight to the 240 V2 that you guys just saw. This is that 300 plus. Still full app control, iOS or Android based, so you guys have that app control. You still have that 12 volt 10 amp cigarette lighter plug, digital display, flashlight, low light SOS pattern. The AC outlet that does 300 watts pure sine wave power, can peak at 600. You have the 100 watt USB-C port, 15 watt USB-C port, 15 watt USB-A port. Now, your charge time on this is actually quicker than the 240 V2. It's under an hour and a half charge time with the 300 plus, just as it is, which is great. And I love that they made this a quick charge device for you. The weight range, though, is where it's kind of at. So definitely very, very lightweight. And I think it's like $199 tonight with the discount code. Thanks, Phil. I appreciate that, my guy. Yeah, like I said, I'm having problems with the chat, so I am missing some things and all of that. Yeah, I agree. This is a definite thing. Now, I'm going to say it. If you have kids going off to college, kids going off to camp, this is a great item to send with them. Rather than, you just want to make sure that they have, a power device to charge up their phone to contact you in case of a natural disaster, a power outage, so you know that they're safe. Or if they just need a little extra power to charge up their laptop to finish their homework during a power outage. This device will actually do that. Now, the 300 Plus can technically even run a CPAP machine, but it's not going to run your CPAP machine all night. You might get 5 hours of runtime with this. At 5 hours, it's not a bad runtime with that. So, phenomenally beautiful little piece by itself. But yet again, like I said, if you want to, you can get it with the Mini 40 solar panel. 11-pound package yet again. 2.5 pounds, 8 pounds, 11.5 pounds, LiFePo 4 cells, and of course that beautiful solar panel. If that is not the variation that you really want to do, you guys can actually get it with the larger solar panel, and that's what I'm going to tell you guys. Get it with the 100-watt solar panel. The 100-watt solar panel is going to let you charge it at a quicker charge rate, but it is still very portable. Can you put this one in your backpack? No. But it is still very lightweight. I mean, I'm sitting here holding it without a problem. You guys can do your, the work on this, or the guesswork if you really need to. This is a great little piece. I think before discounts, like $4.99 with this. I'm pretty sure there's probably a discount code on the Amazon page with that. Yep, there it is. Phil's posting it, guys. The 300 with the Mini 40 is like $279. That's not a bad deal. And I guarantee there's a discount code for the 100 as well. So, amazing little pieces. Glad to have you around, Phil. Thanks for posting those, my guy. Now, we're going to show you guys something slightly bigger, but still in the portable range. And I'm going to go there. This is an original device. So you guys are going to notice the housing difference with this. Yeah, the 8020 adapter plug is amazing. I love that. You guys can also get the USB-C adapter plug with that if you want to. The USB-C to 8020 adapter plug is amazing. It's a great plug, and it works with a lot of these smaller pieces, like Richard just said. Now, it's a great option, and it's a phenomenal one. You guys could even, hang that off your backpack. Just let 2 panels hang, and you guys could let it run while you're hiking. So if you wanted... just sneezed. If you want to charge while you're hiking, you can definitely do that. And that's the variations with those. If you want to get it with the 100-watt solar panel, it's like $398, which is definitely a great idea. If we bounce down to this table, guys, we're going to move down to the table. We're going to talk about the bigger variation of the original section. This is the 500. Now, gonna go here. It is only 13 pounds. The 500 is only 13 pounds. At 13 pounds, that is very capable of being carried in many, many places. I appreciate that, Fernando. My allergies are off the chain today, guys. So I do apologize if I sneeze and randomly itch my eye. I'm a mess right now. 13 pounds, but you have 518 watt hours of power in this device. Now, fixed handle variation does not have the flat top. Not a big deal because it is still a great product that they created, and I kind of like that. Now, you have a single AC outlet on the front that does 500 watts pure sine wave power. Can peak at 1,000 if you truly need to. You have 3 USB-A ports. Those are 5 volt, 2.4 amps. You're going to have, of course, multiple DC plugs. First and foremost, 12 volt, 10 amp cigarette lighter adapter. Next to that is going to be the 6.2 millimeter adapter plugs. Those are DC round ports. Those are all output ports. Above that is going to be your 8 millimeter input port. Now, the 8 millimeter input port is how you're going to use the wall plug, solar panel, or cigarette lighter adapter to charge this said device. Now, unfortunately, and I say that with this, the charge time on this is a little bit more than most of the other ones that we have shown you. It's a 5.5 hour charge time on a wall plug. It's because it's the original technology. Now, that's not a bad charge time for a device like this. Cool part is if you have the cigarette lighter adapter, guys, 5.5 hours still in your car, 5.5 hours. 100 watt solar panel on the 500, 7.5 hour charge time. So you have a great charge time. When fully charged with the 518 watt hours of power, 9 hours with the mini cooler, 7 hours with the TV, 30 hours with the laptop. You guys could do maybe 8 hours with, let's say, an air pump, 50 to 60 minutes with a blender. You guys could do electric blanket for 4 to 5 hours. You guys could do a rice cooker for this if you truly needed to, if you want to. That's where I'm going to be at. Just remember, though, it only charges at 100 watts max. That's why it takes so long to charge. But 100 watts max on the 500 is not a bad deal. Now, $299 is your price point for the device by itself if you want to. Again, you guys can get the 500 with the 100 watt solar panel. Now, I believe that's going to be like a $469 price tag with that one. So if you guys need it, they have the options for you. With that 100 watt solar panel, you have a 7.5 hour charge time. It's a phenomenal thing. Cool part about this 500 is there's actually a flashlight on it. So if you guys need to, you have a flashlight on the side, so you don't have to worry about it. It's a great option for you in the realm of these devices. Now, back to like the 3000 Pro. We showed you guys the 3000 Pro. That is not where we were going. I don't know what that was. It's going to be a great day. The 3000 Pro by itself, guys, is, of course, an idea you can get. You don't have to get it with solar panels. So if you want the 3000 Pro by itself, it's normally $2,500 price tag. It's like $16.99 tonight. That's a 32% savings. You guys could use that, of course, 5% discount code and drop off another 5%. It's a phenomenal product that you guys are going to be able to use most of your home appliances with, even your shop equipment, from table saws to palm sanders to even table planers to routers, your drill presses. If you guys have, let's say, a rotor lathe. If you guys know what that is, like your brake rotors, there's metal lathes or metal groove machines. You guys could run one of those off of this. It will run that, so you don't have to worry about it. It's got enough power for you. So 3000 Pro by itself is a great option if you guys want something like that. 32% savings already, but then you guys can get it with another 5% off. So really, really amazing piece. Now, what we're going to talk about, though, is that big bad boy. This is meant for your whole home ideas. For those of you that want to move off of your electric grid, for those of you that are homesteaders, for those of you that just want to be prepped and prepared for those emergency situations, the 5000 is your option. Now, this is a large, large power station. So much so, it's 132 pounds. Now, 132 pounds, yes, is quite a bit. It's definitely a larger piece. If I zoom out, you guys can see it sits almost as tall as my table. You have that, of course, beautiful little handle that folds up and hides away with this, but you have the options of this. Now, when we move in a little bit closer, you guys are going to see, of course, the 4 AC outlets. Now, it might be a little bit dark. I can fix the lighting in a minute if we need to, but you have 4 AC outlets. That's going to do 7,200 watts of sine wave. 7,200 watts of sine wave, guys, through those AC outlets, which is crazy amount of power for those of you that need that power. Now, what I'm going to attempt to kind of do, let's see if we can get this light lit up a little bit better for you. There we go. And of course, I'll walk through it. You have 2 USB-C ports, those 100-watt USB-C ports. 2 USB-A ports at 18 watts max as well. 12-volt, 10-amp cigarette lighter plug on the front. That means, guys, again, you guys can put the adapters in there if you need to. Now, it's a great idea. You guys can add extra USB-C ports, USB-A ports, plug in air mattresses. You have the connectability with this. 5,040 watt-hours of power with this device. Now, you guys can get it for about $34.99. So at $34.99, you're getting a great deal, but you guys can also use that 7% discount code that we have for you guys as well. What we're going to get into, though, is there are more plugs and adapters on this device besides the front panel, so you don't have to actually worry about it. So if I zoom back a little bit and we just grab it and turn it, you're going to be greeted with, of course, side plugs. Now, these side plugs are going to do a little bit more with that, and we're going to talk about it. The top plug is your AC expansion port. The AC expansion port is meant for your smart transfer station that's going to connect up to your wall outlets, so that your circuit breaker box or your electric junction box on your wall. This will connect up through that through a smart transfer station. Or you guys can link it to another 5000 plus through the cabling if you have the adapter. If you have or need, you have 2 NEMA plugs down below. You have a 14-30 and a 14-50. Both of those plugs are, of course, beautiful, beautiful range right there. With that range of those plugs, you guys can do 120 or 240 volt with this. Not really sure. We're going to bounce over here real sec. Give me 1 second with this, guys. My camera's wanting to do an update. Don't want to do the update, so we're just going to pop off of that and fix that real quick. So dual voltage system with this 120, 240. That means you guys can plug in central ACs. You guys can plug in house dryers through those NEMA plugs and not have to worry about it. The other side of this device, you guys have the orange handle, but if we spin it, you guys can see it's not that hard to spin it and roll it around. We have this panel. I'm going to pop that off. Underneath that panel is going to be this switch. It's a red little switch with a green piece. If I flip it over, we went to high power solar rate usage. If I leave it up here, it's just like this. We have low power. You have low power ports and high power ports. These are your DC 8020 plugs, and these, of course, are your PCM plugs or your guys' beautiful styles for high power. You have, of course, the AC port. That AC port is your wall plug. And below that, if we move down here, and I'm going to attempt to move you guys down a little bit more, is your DC expansion port. Your DC expansion port is meant for extra batteries. Now, you have 4 ways of charging this device. First and foremost, 1200 watts low solar power. That's going to give you guys a 5-hour charge time. You have the wall plug that will allow you to charge at 1800 watts. That's a little over 3.5 hours charge time, which is great. That's a quick charge rate for over 5,000 watt hours of power. You have the high power solar array. That's like your 4,000 watt large solar arrays on the roof of your house, your sheds, or your garages. Under 2 hours is where your charge time would be with that. If you plugged it into, of course, your smart transfer station on your wall power or your electric grid, again, 4,000 watts of charging, under 2 hours is your charge time. That's where it gets kind of cool. So, quick charge rate. Again, cell to body technology, though you have the 0 milliseconds of switchover. So, you guys can use it as a 0 milliseconds UPS, uninterruptible power supply. That means if you have a data mining system, that means if you guys have medical equipment, you guys have refrigerators, and other devices that you do not want to have any lag of switching over. This doesn't have that. You guys switch it over in the app, and it is, of course, 0 milliseconds of that time. You don't have to worry about those electronic devices with this. That's really great that they added this to this. If you want to, though, you guys can leave it, of course, in 20 milliseconds of switchover. Still at 20 milliseconds, most devices are not going to have a problem with this. With the app control, you guys are going to have monitoring real-time generation of performance, tracking solar input speeds, optimizing schedules for energy saving. You guys can do, of course, sustainable solar charging. What sustainable solar charging energy saving modes means is your optimal time of the brightest sunlight of the day is when it's going to charge. With the energy schedule means when your electric company charges you the most, you're going to be running off of this, and when it's not, it's going to charge this device off of your electric grid. And your electric companies do charge you guys more during certain times of the day. Now, how many days could you technically run this device, and what could you run? The device by itself will be able to run your house for at least a couple days with most of your electronic devices without a problem. If you added 5 batteries to this device by itself, 7 days of runtime for most of your standard devices. If you connected it with the second 5,000 plus and 10 batteries, about 15 days. So you guys are going from 5,000 watt hours of power to 30 kilowatts to 60 kilowatts. So at 60 kilowatts, you guys have a lot of power on hand. The device by itself should be able to run a flat screen TV for about 2 days. Your house dryer for about 3 hours by itself. Your central AC, which is a crazy power hungry device, about 2 hours. Your window AC, like that 1150 watt window AC, 4.5 hours of runtime with this. And that's where it's getting kind of cool. It's a great option for you. So if you need it, you guys can get it for like $34.99 before you guys use that 7% discount. If you want to get the 5,000 plus with, of course, the 500X solar panel, normal price points are like $5,200. You guys can get it for $42.99. And then again, use that 7% discount code and save yourself a little bit more, which is amazing. I really love those options. And this thing will do quite a bit. I've had it running my PC. I've tested it on window ACs. I've used it on microwaves. I've tested it on my TV. I've even tested it on ice machines. I've tested it on vacuums. It has all the options, can run them. If you want it by itself, you have that option. If you want it with, of course, solar panels, you have that option as well. And that's the great idea. So the 5,000, amazing little product, beautiful little done. And it's, of course, a crazy, crazy good deal. Now, with that being said, though, we have this product right here, too. This is going to be, if I can get the camera to work, This is the 2000 Plus, guys. Now, the 2000 Plus is an amazing product. It's a modular system just like the 5000, but it's a little bit smaller. It's still it's about 63 pounds if I can remember correctly. It's got the 3-inch wheels like the 3000 Pro next to it. On it, you're going to have the 5 AC outlets, and on those 5 AC outlets, you're going to have 3000 watts of pure sine wave power. Can peak at 6000. You're going to have the 2 USB-C ports and 2 USB-A ports just like the 3000 and the 5000. You have that 12-volt 10-amp cigarette lighter plug just like all the others, and you have that large display and full app control just like the others, which is great. Your charge time on the 2000 Plus is going to be 2 hours. Now, you're getting the 2000 Plus and two of these 2 solar panels for like $18.99. At $18.99, that is a great, great deal. Now, with that though, use, of course, that beautiful 5% discount code and save 5% off. Right off the top, that's our gift to you. And you guys can do it. It's over $1,500, which is great. Now, what could you run off of this device? You guys could run the window AC for, let's say, about 2 hours. You could do the 12 hours with the 200-watt desktop PC. About 100 hours with the CPAP machine. Maybe 3 to 3.5 hours with the 520-watt refrigerator. That's without having solar charging connected to it. With the solar powers, you guys can run it for a lot longer. 2 hours with the window AC. You guys could do, let's say, 14 to 19 hours with the movie projector. Hair dryer. And this is where I always tell you guys, hair dryers are about 1,600 to 1,800 watts or about 1,500 watts or more. An hour or so runtime with the hair dryer. Most of you are not going to be running a hair dryer for that long. So, just going to say it, but you could do it. 20 hours with the 60-watt water pump is where you're going to be at. Or if you guys want to do, let's say, that welder, about a half-hour runtime with the welder. 60 phone charges. You guys could do 45 drone batteries. 19 hours with an inverter heater. Blenders, mixers, rice cookers. You have the options of everything you could ever want to do with this by itself at a good price point. I mean, $18.99 before that 5% discount is a phenomenal price point. But like I always tell you guys, get it as a package deal. Get the 4000 kit. The 4000 kit is just a little bit more than the product in the solar panels by itself. At $24.99 before you use the 7% discount code. At $24.99. That's already 50% off. You're going to get the station, the extra battery, and 2 solar panels. So you're going to get those 2 200-watt panels, but you're going to get an extra 2,042 watt-hours of power. The moment you add that extra battery, you have over 4,085 watt-hours of power. This device can link up to 5 batteries. So you guys can do 12 kilowatts of power with just the 5 batteries, right? Cool part is they said, hey, let's let them run it in parallel with the second 2000 Plus. 10 batteries, you guys can do 24 kilowatts of power. That's why it's modular. The moment you have all those, you just doubled your plugs and double all the accessories. The 3000 Pro and 2000 Plus can run with, of course, their transfer station. It's a manual transfer station that has to be wired in by an electrician, but can do it. So you have that full kit, great options, amazing pieces, and quick charging. 2 hours standard charge mode. And of course, even with solar panels, guys, six of those 200-watt panels, 2 hours. Car outlet, about 25 hours. Here's where it's even better. The battery can actually have 6 solar panels connected up to it too. So you still have that quick charge time. And that's where Jackery does well with these products. So if you guys need 5,000 plus, 2,000 plus, beautiful pieces. Now we are going to start talking about all of the solar panels that we were mentioning during this show. We're going to start off with the 100-watt bifacial charging panel. Now, this panel is really, really beautifully well done. This is that bifacial solar panel. It's blue on one side, it's black on the other. It's got beautiful kickstands connected up here, guys. So this is that kickstand right here. This kickstand's Velcroed on, but it's got an elastic strap. The elastic strap allows you to set it in a 20 to 25 degree angle to get the optimal charging with this. It has fabric handles that are riveted on. It's also got snap rings and riveted on clasp that allows you to hold it shut. With this, it's 4 panels, so it's a quad panel, but it trifolds into 3 pieces. Now, when you open this, you're going to see how large this panel really gets. This panel reaches all the way back there from my computer all the way to the back of the table here. This panel is an IP68 rated panel, fully waterproof, water resistant, can be left out in the snow, can be left out in dust storms. Wash it off with the hose and you're back up and running. Just rinse it off and you're good to go. This will do 25% efficiency even in low light settings. At 25% efficiency, you guys are getting a quarter of the charge and a very, very cloudy skies. You don't have to worry about it. With the water rating, it can be left out in a rainstorm, snowstorms, and you don't really have to do that. Now, this will work with all of their products, including the 100 Plus, which is one of their smaller stations, but this will do well for everything else. At $209, I think, is the price tag on the 100 watt panel. You have a great, great deal with that. I think it's like 30% off savings just right off the top of that. So this is an amazing little piece right there all by itself if you need to. If that's not the variation you want, they have a next step up, and that's going to be the 200 that we were talking about. Now, the 200 watt Solar Saga solar panel is normally a $700 price tag. With that, I'm going to actually grab a little bit of video that we have it set up. This is a larger panel, so it's kind of hard to show you guys live. IP68 rating with this. $379 is your price tag with this. It's a 46% savings. It is IP68 rated. It's got a sunlight angle indicator. It's got an ETFE laminated handle and, of course, a carrying case. Carrying case is going to allow you to carry this 21-pound solar panel around. Comes with the 10-foot cable. It's got the 8020 adapter and, of course, the 7909 plug on there. That plug is just a standard plug. Make sure you have the right one connected up for this panel and your station. That plug is just, a standard one they use for a couple of these solar panels. Should take you less than 20 seconds to fully set it up. It's got 3 kickstands on it, and if you guys set it perfectly right at 25-degree angle, you're going to get, of course, about a 24.3% efficiency in converting light to power, even in the lowest light settings. It's high light settings, kind of like what you're seeing there. You should get most of that with that. So, Richard, you may have the bifacial solar panel. So they do have another version of the 200 that does not have a carrying case. I'm not sure which one you have. You may have the bifacial one, or they may have stopped making the case. Okay, yeah, so there's the difference. So like the bifacial 200 watt panel does 25% charge rate even in low light stains. So you have a little bit better charge rate with that. Yeah, they're both amazing panels. I don't personally have the bifacial on hand to show you guys. I haven't even had time. I haven't even played with the bifacial 200 watt panel. But amazing ideas. I love the option of this. Still IP68 rating. It's going to work with the 1000 V2 all the way up to the 5000 plus if you guys need with this. You guys can connect it up to any of those stations without a problem. That's the great idea with this. Sheila, what's up? How are you doing, Sheila? So, 200, amazing product. I love that thing. What did that do? What did what do? I don't know. Sheila, I have no clue. I don't know. All right, their smallest panel is actually about $79, and this is where it's kind of cool with this. This is that mini 40 solar panel. Now, fully waterproof, water resistant. Now, with this though, this is actually 12 inches tall, 10 inches wide, half-inch thick at its thickest point, but only weighs, that's correct, only weighs 2.5 pounds. At 2.5 pounds and at that size, you guys could fit this in your backpack and you guys could carry it anywhere. It's the size of a 3-ring binder or a notebook. Has, of course, the rings like most of their power solar panels. That way you guys can tie it down and not have to worry about it flying away. This is going to work with their smaller stations from, let's say, the 240 V2, the 100 plus, the 300s, even the 500 if you needed to. but magnetic clasp that holds it shut. Does come with that adapter and, of course, that plug. Can you get the adapter on Amazon? 200-watt panel will also work on the OG 1000 with. Yes, you can definitely find the Anderson clip adapter out there, I believe, on Amazon, so you probably could find it, yes. Now, with that, of course, guys, you actually have a nice long panel. This panel is actually decently long. Still fully waterproof, water resistant. You don't have to worry about this. Now, with this, $79 is the price tag. But what I was saying earlier, guys, is tie this to your backpack just like this. Leave 2 panels out. Allow it to charge your small station while you're hiking into the campsite and all of those other variations if you needed to. Really great idea with this one. It's a phenomenal product. I really like this. This you guys could throw in your kid's backpack and they wouldn't even know they were carrying it into camp for you if you put it in their backpack without them seeing it. So that's a great idea with this. So Mini 40, amazing little product. Yeah, so I know there was adapters for them. I just don't kind of mention the original 1000. It's one of those things. Oh, you're funny? What do you mean I'm funny? What did I do? Funny how? Funny haha? See what I did there? You know the show. You know the show. All right, up next, guys, we have 2 more of these, and that's actually a really great idea with these panels that we were about to show you. First and foremost, we have the Jackery Solar Saga 100 Prime. This is one of their panels that is a permanently style fixed or glass panel. Now, this is probably their only fully glass panel. A case for the 4000? A code for the 4000. You mean the 4000 kit? The 4000 kit, I think you're going to be able to use the 7% discount code. With that, it's already 50% off, so it's like $24.99 already. So if you go onto the Amazon page, you can click and redeem the 7% code, or we can actually post it in chat for you again. The code for that's going to be like, I think it's 25 Prime JA7. So this should be that code to get 7% off of that 4000 kit. Yeah, no problem. Now, the 100 Prime, guys, this is kind of cool. This is a great little option. The only thing is like I said, guys, glass. Full glass panel. This is a fully glass panel. Metal housing all the way around. Still a bifacial design, so it charges from both sides if you need to. It does come with all of the equipment you need to mount this, ranging from the Z-clips or the Z-brackets that will allow you to mount it to the roof of your RV, the roof of your house, the roof of your shed, the roof of your garage, your makeshift little Volkswagen buses, and all of those other pieces. Or even your balcony if you needed to. It's got pre-drilled holes to mount to those actual pieces. It comes with the self-tapping screws. It also comes with the nut and bolts, and they're all stainless steel hardware. With it, it also has the 10-foot cable. This is your 10-foot cable. It's permanently affixed. That 10-foot cable has the Anderson clip plug on the end, but also comes with the adapter. Now, this adapter is going to be either the 7909 or the 8020 plug, depending on which one you get for it. And it connects through the Anderson clip. The back side is going to be your reflective charging side. Now, the reflective means at a 25-degree angle, your sun will bounce through this, it will reflect back, and it will get a secondary charge from the back side. That means you guys are going to get, of course, that 100-watt charge rate if you need to, or that 25% charge rate even at low light settings. But you can get the 100% charge rate, guys, with that. 100 watts at 18 volts, which is great. You guys can link this with multiple pieces through the Anderson clip adapters. And they have Y splitters that will allow you to connect one to another to a pinpoint feed. Now, it is full glass, so do be careful with this, but fully waterproof, water resistant. If you can't put this in an angle, you can lay this flat so you don't have to worry about it. So if it's on your RV, your motorhome and stuff, it's still going to get about 24% efficiency in charging light without a problem. Fully waterproof, water resistant, so don't worry about it. You guys are good to go with that one. Now, that panel is actually at about $179, I think it is, which is a crazy price point. It's a great price point for that, so if you need it, $179. Yeah, I can actually show you the mounts. Hold on, let me grab it. So the mounts are actually comes in. You might get them in a box. You might get them in a bag. Mine came in a box. These are the Z brackets. So these are your Z brackets. There's 4 of these brackets that are, of course, going to mount down. 2 pre-drilled holes. Those are the ones you're going to mount to, of course, the roof of whatever you're putting it on. Then you're going to set your actual piece on top of this just like that. So you'd set your solar panel right here. It's got a pre-drilled slot, so you guys can actually mount it with the nut and bolts on this, which is great. So they make sure that you have everything you need with this, including the self-tapping screws. And I will go into depth with this real quick, guys. The self-tapping screws have washers on this. These washers are meant to make it watertight. It's a fine thread bolt, but it has the self-tapping head, so you guys can go through metal or you guys can go through wood. The fine threading is meant for the metal. What I'm going to tell you guys is, and I'm going to recommend it, use, of course, water sealant. If you guys have a water sealant gasket or caulking, use it to mount that and use that with it. So you guys have the extra redundant protection to save yourself a lot of hassle. You're also going to get all the nut and bolts to actually mount that with this as well. So you guys get nut and bolt self-tapping nuts with, of course, the sealant on that as well, and washers. So it's a full kit. And I love that idea. So they really made sure they did well with that, so you don't have to worry about it. Now, with it, we have one more product for this show tonight, and that is their largest panel. This is, of course, their newest panel. It's the 500X. The 500X is going to cost you a little bit more, and there's a reason for it, because it is actually such a large piece. Now, it very might possibly be, it might possibly be the same style brackets that you used. Now, the 500X is a beautiful, beautiful panel, but it is a large, large panel. Now, this panel is about 98 inches long when fully put together. It's made from 6 85-watt panels. Still fully monocrystalline solar cells, but it is a large, large panel. Now, it is a bifacial charging style device. So, again, you have the reflective charging on this. Fully waterproof, water resistant. Comes with a 10-foot cable. It comes with approximately, I don't want to misspeak, I think it's like 40 screws. It's like 40 screws that you're going to have to use to connect it up with. And that's kind of cool. It's going to come with like 1 hex tool, 2 Anderson plugs, 10 hinges, 8 ground stakes, so you guys can stake it to the ground if you needed to. So you have that variation as well on top of that. And then, of course, you guys are going to have a carrying bag. And it does come with a carrying bag with this one. Now, because it uses Anderson clips to connect these up, if you had a second 500X, you guys can actually use the hinges to link this one up to that second 500X through the Anderson clip plug, which is great. Now, it's a phenomenal product with this by itself. Folded up in the carrying bag, it's about 39 inches long by 20 inches wide by about 4 inches thick or so. When fully expanded out, it's like 98 inches by about 39 inches by 12 inches tall. At a 25-degree angle, it's preset to give you guys that reflective light. The IP68 rating means fully waterproof, water resistant, can be used outside. This can actually be used in approximately 185-degree weather. So at 185 degrees, it's still perfectly fine. It can be used all the way down into minus 40-degree weather in the snow and all of that as well. So you have the efficiency with this. It's a really high efficient panel, but it is a larger panel. So you have the great options with this. Normally, I think it's like 900 something bucks with this. Might be currently unavailable, and I'll have to ask that. Fernando, is that currently unavailable right now, or is it might be sold out on Amazon right now? The AC, yeah, so does, yeah. My AC is taking up a lot of power right now. I have it down at 60 degrees. I agree with that, Sheila. Yeah, so great options, guys. You have the 100-watt panels, 200-watt panels, 40-watt panels. They even have out there was an 80-watt panel. I think they had a 60-watt panel as well. Yeah, I'm making sure. I'm having Fernando check. There might be something, somewhere. It might be the wrong link. I don't know. I know it's normally like $900. I know it was on sale at one point. So yeah, the 500s might be sold out right now. Wow, those things flew if they did. So, any other questions about any of the products that we've shown tonight, guys? Guys, definitely can ask. I'm here to answer before we go. It's only 78 degrees there. It's 91 right now. It's 91 degrees outside here. Yeah, it shows sold out on my side too, Richard. That's why I was having Fernando check. Fernando might got pulled into a meeting though. Now, with that, I'm going to share all these discount codes with you guys again if I can without getting kind of tagged. Let's see here. Can I share some of these? Let's see if I can share some of these codes. I don't know if I'm going to be able to share these. So we are going to start sharing some codes here, guys. Real quick before we go. Hopefully I don't get tagged. I should. Hey, I appreciate that, Phil. I appreciate that, my guy. So those are your guys' codes, and of course we also have the 7% off and the 5% off. You guys can find those on the product pages if you need to see those codes. Prime deals, guys, prime deals. I'm just gonna say it now. Amazing pieces. With that being said, if you haven't hit the follow button, hit it. We're gonna go live here again. I believe Tuesday. We'll be back with another show. So we will be back Tuesday night with another one. And it costs you nothing to hit follow. You guys can also hit that live notification button. The live notification button will allow you to know as we go live around here. So I want to thank everybody for being here. Zeke, it's been a lot of fun. Richard, thank you. I appreciate everybody for being here. Trevor, what's up, buddy? It's so Trevor, the lighting really depends on the show. So like with Jackery streams, I have a lot more lights going on. Because there's a lot more live product. On the other streams, it's because I have less light going on. I mean, I could definitely turn more light on. All right, guys, I'm going to call it a night. I hope we see you guys Tuesday with our next stream. Hope you guys have a great rest of your evening. And if you guys are in that middle of that heat wave tomorrow, stay safe, stay cool, and we'll see you guys. Oh, well, hey, Fernando's dropping codes too. I appreciate that, Fernando. All right, guys, we'll see you on the next show. Have a great evening, everybody.